Tesla breaks all records, surprises the naysayers, and warns on inflation. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is another Declaration of Truth from your host, Terry A. Hurlbut. In this video, we're going to look at the Tesla first quarter earnings report, the records it broke, and how it has excited investors all over again. But we're also going to look at the sour note Elon Musk sounded about inflation and his flat-out accusation that the Biden administration is low-balling it. First, I want to shout out to the sponsor of this channel, which is Conservative News and Views, link in the description. And be sure to check out the awesome CNAV Store. Scroll down to the bottom for that link. Lots of good merchandise there, including this t-shirt. Look at it, Rhino Hunting. And I want to remind you, I am a published author. Look for 2 new books, Matthew's Run and Matthew's War, available right now at Amazon and Barnes & Noble, to name 2. They tell the story of what our country and our world might look like after 380-odd years of wokeness, and about a cyborg with a conscience who also just doesn't like to be used, leading a rebellion against it. And soon, you'll be able to buy those books right in our store. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Executive Suite for the 21st Century is now playing. Sources for this story include Barron's, Fox Business, Fortune, Investors Business Daily, The Street, CNBC, and the Daily Wire. Mr. Lars Strandridder of Denmark, who runs the YouTube channel Best in Tesla, offered his own analysis, and I have a link in the description to that. But before I begin, I do not offer financial advice, but only news. What you as an investor do with that news is up to you. Yesterday, Tesla delivered its earnings report in a call to investors. The Tesla stock, that's ticker symbol TSLA on the NASDAQ board, closed down about $50 a share before the earnings call. Elon Musk likes to call major shareholders with the earnings report, and they like to hear from him. What he had to tell them last night caught many analysts by surprise. Annualized revenues grew 81% in the first quarter. Production rose 69% and deliveries almost 68%. Tesla now has 4 factories on 3 continents actively producing cars, and still the company cannot keep up with demand. Giga Shanghai needs to recover from a shutdown, and we all know what's going on there. The new Berlin and Austin factories need to hire the workforce to bring them to full capacity. All these changes are in the works. So Elon Musk expects the company to grow 50% per year on average for many years. As of about noon today, Tesla stock had climbed $60 to about $1,037 US, give or take a buck or two. An analyst at the Bank of Switzerland looks for the stock to hit $1,125. While Tesla broke records, every rival it has in the electric vehicle market in America or China lost value. That includes new EV startups and legacy automakers trying to make EVs while still keeping their dealers happy, which isn't going to be easy because the dirty little secret of Detroit has always been that dealers make their money when you have a breakdown. And Teslas, with their many fewer moving parts, don't break down nearly as often. But Elon Musk sounded one sour note that he had to sound to maintain investor trust. He told shareholders that inflation is worse than the government admits and will continue for the rest of the year. And he should know, he has suppliers asking him to pay them 20 to 30% more. Tesla has already raised the prices of many of its cars. The only reason they haven't had to do that again right away is that they've locked in many supply contracts, but sooner or later those contracts will expire and Musk will have to renegotiate. Of course, the Biden administration is doing what Democrats do, blame everybody but themselves. In this case, they're blaming Russia. Newsflash, that husky won't hunt anymore. They tried it during the election of 2016, don't forget, and it's getting some of them into legal trouble. We all know why we have inflation and who is responsible. Bottom line, Tesla had a banner quarter that beat everyone's expectations for the company and every rival's performance. Investors see that. The big thing that threatens Tesla threatens everybody. That means inflation, and that's something to remember at the upcoming midterms. Links in the description of the article to Lars Strandridder's rather colorful layman's analysis and the conservative news and views. I have a link to the awesome online store, as I mentioned. And if you like what you've heard, you can like this video and subscribe to this channel. This is Terry A. Hurlbut delivering another declaration of truth and reminding you to let the truth set you free.